Okay, now you can hear me, and you can also hear my co-commentator for today, which is Florian Schimpl, or Just Play Helm on Twitter. So, welcome, Florian. You're pretty new here, so let's introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Peter, for the introduction. You mentioned it. My name is Just Play Helm, and as the name says, I really only just play Helm. So, if you're familiar with the card Helm of Obedience, then you know what I'm up to in Magic.
So, you're the equivalent of a Helm player than to me as a grindstone painter player, I would say.
Yeah, I think we are the same family. You can say so. Life points doesn't matter. we just mill the opponents to death. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's the real win strategy, I think.
Yeah, I don't know which life points were introduced. I think it's just an annoyance for those that, want to win the real way to Magic.
I think they only matter if you play against Delver or something, and you look at your life total and think, should I play these botsies, or am I dead in the next turn if I do so? Then they matter a lot. But okay, as you can see, we see Jonas.
Okay, the
And
stream has just started, so let me switch over to the new interface. And with that, I have to correct the names. On the right, we have Jonas Spawnfind.
I'm really interested what he's gonna play tonight. I think the last 2 times he played 8 cast. Let's see if this time he plays also this deck.
And he also played the versions with Kappa Cannoneer, which was a huge upgrade.
Yeah, but I think that's pretty common. I don't think they're playing without this card.
Yeah. Nowadays you have to play it, but previous to its release, it wasn't, which is
Yeah, sure. But really strong card, and the fact that it can't be blocked if an artifact enters the battlefield, I think, is really strong. And he gets +1/+1 if I'm
that's true.
I'm correct.
Can you guess the player from the top?
No, I don't know.
I
didn't recognize him.
I'm not sure, but I can look it up on the tournament viewer. It's Jonas Baunfeld versus Matthias Höller. So we
okay.
So we
maybe some Esper ninjas coming up right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. Has Matthias already had its birthday?
Yeah, I think last week or for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But he definitely had it.
So maybe we can see his new ninjas, which is the one black, the one for one black mana called.
You mean Changeling Outcast?
I mean Changeling Outcast, exactly.
Yeah.
Because
that's a ninja, that's right, but it's everything else also.
It's also an elf.
Yeah. It's also an insect. It's a changeling.
True. No, because his girlfriend asked me which cards she can alter for him for this deck, and which are cheap, so she can maybe do a second try without destroying a 10 euro card. So
okay, I think Matthias is keeping his hand, and Jonas is Malian.
Yeah,
for the first time.
And I think it was like 2 lands, a Snuff Out, a Ponder, and some other cards, which I did.
I won't lie. I only saw a swamp in Matthias' hand. I didn't look.
Okay.
Okay. Do we get life points? I think he's.
He put it there, but apparently, it's out. Okay, yeah, it's Big Island, Ornithopter, and a Retrofit Foundry, which is a really strong stat.
Yeah. So he's threatened a ninja or a 4/4 at 2, and yeah, Ponder does do really much against it, but maybe we can find an answer. Does he have a ninja? Yeah,
It's
He will ninjutsu a Yuriko.
and
Really strong.
and doesn't seem.
Connect.
And these are the alter changing Loudcast, which I mentioned
They
before.
look really nice.
And
It's on damage. By the way, there's not damage, it's life loss from Yuriko.
that's true. That's true.
Oof.
A dazed
Oof.
force of will. And
it's painful enough. It's painful enough to force of will on a copter, but then the days.
is really really good.
I think that's a misty reinforced by Jonas.
Yeah. Have you seen any lands on the hands that Jonas have? I think I've seen an Express Federation, a Wasteland. So it should be something like a blue-red Delver build with a basic island. Or a slower, like a blue-red Murktide build.
And maybe he's back. Back as a Timur.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, Teemo nowadays with a basic island is like pretty hard. The basic island indicates mostly blue-red versions.
But he truly needs an answer to these two creatures, or he's pretty screwed.
Yeah.
What's that?
And Lightning Bolt, which is
okay.
at least the answer for the Yuriko. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah. The problem with Yuriko is the card advantage that you get from her is so overwhelming that you have to stop her immediately, or you're just so far behind that you're not coming back.
It's Stiflenought. He's playing Stiflenought.
Stiflenought. I haven't seen this deck. I think I did not ever play it against Stiflenought, so I have to say pretty much about it.
I mean,
it's not common this day.
Yeah, Stiflenought was basically the deck I started my Legacy journey with. So.
Did you play with what it's called, Fling?
I played with Fling back in the days, yeah.
Nice.
I played a Stifle Trickbind Fling version. And yeah.
Okay, and Jonas had enough? Yeah, he's too far behind to come back.
Yeah, the start. I mean, he basically got the other end of the Elver start, if we are sure.
Yeah, Ninja's a pretty good typo deck if you have your enabler, if you have your ninja, and if the opponent can't get rid of it, so then you're really quick dead.
Yeah, definitely true. Okay, 49 minutes. I have to adjust the timer on my side.
I wanna know if he's playing Esper, but because we didn't see any Esper cards, I think he's playing Esper.
I mean, he usually does. He usually does. We can.
Yeah, you have to say prismatic prismatic ending and fairy time raveler are pretty strong, even in ninjas.
Yeah.
You go more into the mid-range direction, but I think he's playing blue black.
Seems like straight up Demir. Yeah, I mean, the Wizard is no indication, and he's playing the new one, the new ninja, which can put in for one. Yeah, exactly. Moon Circuit Hacker.
Yeah, pretty good. I think you don't play Baleful Strix anymore because of this card.
Yeah.
The thing with ninjas is you can't pretty much play days on turn 1 because you can't ninja them next turn.
Yeah.
But with Moon Circuit Hacker you can, and he basically does the same job as Baleful Strix to draw you a card.
Yeah.
I mean, and does he fly? I don't think
he is flying too, yeah.
I think the other one for 4 mana is flying. I don't know if Moon Circuit Hacker is flying. I will look it up right now.
No, he isn't flying. You're right.
No, he's the other one for 4 mana. So cost 4 mana. I think 1 mana to ninjutsu or 4 mana to ninjutsu. Not sure.
Okay.
He's flying.
Okay. Yeah. So it's another one, but technician. Okay, which is the other one? I have to look it up. The Moon Circuit.
I'm pretty interested what Jonas has in his sideboard to deal against this strategy. But we will see. I hope so.
I mean, maybe he has another removal spell. I think in this version now the Pyroblasts are really good. or against this version, you need Pyroblasts. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Pyroblast is good against Esper too, because the fairy is also blue. You can get rid of it.
And I like the
Ley lines.
spotting. I really, really like Leyline of the Void against the blue black. And we see the previously mentioned Pyroblast. And yeah, you have to fire it
Straight up
off.
against the Brainstorm.
Yeah, there was no Ornithopter on turn 1, which was an indication that there wasn't anything good, or not a really, really fast starting hand.
I mean, you put down 2 ley lines on the land and then the Brainstorm, so you basically have not very much cards left in your hand, and so the Pyroblast Brainstorm is, I think, a good take, yeah.
Yeah, a fatal push for the Ornithopter.
That's the problem with ninjas. You need to have your enabler, and if the enabler is going to get crushed, and you see if you don't have Retrofit Foundry for Ornithopter, it's pretty easy to get rid of him.
Yep.
Your ninjas are stuck in the hand, and then you are too slow most of the time.
Yeah, and now we see a basic land in hand, then the Eureka in hand, and how's the other ninja called? The Ingenious
Infiltrator.
Yeah. And you have no enabler, you have barely enough mana to cast or hardcast the Eureka. If I see this correctly, that this is an island, which I'm currently not sure. Because it could be a swamp too.
Cost 3 mana to hardcast, and Infiltrator costs 4 mana.
Yeah.
So he's going to hardcast the Eureka.
And
but yeah, hardcasting the ninja isn't exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, true.
So because if you want to set a Pyroblast or a Lightning Bolt or something, Eureka is dead.
Yeah.
And it seems like it is.
It is the bolt. So
okay.
next time we have the Infiltrator. And yeah. If there is another remove spell, it's almost game over. And okay.
Yeah, you have to say we're going. There's the second enabler. We're going to a point of the game where Matthias needs too much time to get on the clock, and Jonas gets too much time to develop his hand.
How is it with Stifle? If
you can stifle the ninjutsu. The enabler is going back to the hand, and the ninjutsu will stuck in the hand too, because it's part of the ninjutsu cost to bounce the enabler into your hand.
Okay, yeah, because he had a Stifle in hand, so seems like a missed thing from our judge here. Or maybe he wanted to cycle something else. I mean, he has the Dreadnought and Stifle the trigger here. But
I think that's better.
I really, really dislike how he played it here, because you have the dress down here to use or get that Dreadnought into play. And the only thing that would have changed is that there would have been no Ingenious Infiltrator on the board.
Yeah, he should have played the Stifle on the ninjutsu and then played the Dreadnought with the dress down.
But
you're right, that would be better.
On the other hand, it's kind of cool that Infiltrator is stuck on battlefield and you can block it, which is another thing that's a pro.
But changing outcast can't be blocked, and he will trigger the Infiltrator.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe he has something to do here. I mean,
I have to say a 12-12 trample is also not bad.
And he had another.
Maybe he can ninjutsu another thing. Okay, it throws a card for the Infiltrator. I mean, it's an asset.
It's an asset, yeah.
And a Plague Engineer.
I mean, I kind of think they would have Pyroblasted the Ingenious Infiltrator before getting in, because he had red mana open.
Yeah, before damage, because if you can say if Matthias has another ninja, it's close.
Yeah, so can giving him a card is something that you can do. That's true. Okay.
So another land for Matthias. So he has an asset, and what's the other card? Force of Will? I don't know.
Could be. But yeah, this game pretty much slipped from Jonas, I would say.
Drawing 3 cards is not that bad. It says to recall.
It's definitely something that you can do.
The Pyroblast, the Brainstorm. Yeah. Don't make 6. So, and Jonas is putting it together, and that's a clean 2-0 for Matthias.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Straight
Jonas
up
lost
win.
it. He should have played the Stifle on the Infiltrator ninjutsu.
Yeah.
But his plays were made. That's magic.
Definitely true. And I completely forgot about how to stream here, because I had an overlay here, a wrong title and stuff like that, because I only used the OBS.
Nice.
So yeah, I have to deactivate it. Okay, I have to deactivate. Yeah, and this one's activated. Okay, now the overlay should be clear here.
Okay, yeah, game 1 in the book. Anything to say about the win? He's punching his chest like, yeah, I did it.
I personally think that it was a huge misplay to not pyroblast the Ingenious Infiltrator, or perspectively the play to not stifle the ninjutsu activation. Because if you stifle the ninjutsu activation, it's basically like time walk. You use 1 turn from your opponent, and they have.
So he would have had no creatures, and in this case he had 2 creatures.
I mean, he would
sound, but yeah.
He would have had the enabler again, because he could recast it afterwards.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, that's everything. And
but he did recast it anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But the
Jonas
difference was
just gave him a ninja.
He gave him a ninja, and he freed up 2 mana for the next turn, which enabled the Plague Engineer and stuff like that, and he could draw cards, and yeah. But yeah, I think it's kinda.
But 2 cool decks. Who would have thought? Ninjas against Stiflenought. Don't see it that often these days.
That's definitely true. I mean, especially Stiflenought is a card that's long forgotten since, basically the days of Ebray, if you know this card, Florian. It's nowadays an old card, but it was pretty new when I came around, and I was playing Stiflenought.
Yeah, crushing an artifact.
Yeah,
2 mana.
Which was
not that bad.
Pretty hard, and I was playing in a meta where Grixis control was really, really good, so you can expect some Stiflenoughts getting killed with a Hooligans command. But apparently I got the misinformation from you, Florian.
Didn't Jonas picked it up and
he was dead on the backswing.
Oh,
it's a 12/12 trample.
That's what you're gonna get if we don't have leftovers.
That's true. I mean,
praise it too much.
Yeah. So Jonas played everything all right. We aren't gonna talk about anything again.
Yeah, we're just glad to recognize he's winning.
Okay, here we see a main deck, a main phase Brainstorm.
I don't think he should have kept hand.
Yeah, seems like bad hand to me if you have to main deck Brainstorm.
And I think he is Brainstorm. No, he has a fetch land at hand.
He has a fetch land, which is good. Yeah,
I mean, you have to say, if your opponent draws 3 cards because of a ninja, it doesn't look so good for you in the most cases. So
that's definitely true. But I mean, here we go. Just for the forest, I say, for the swamp, we hardcast the Changeling Outcast. If I can get the names correctly, it's much easier to commentate. And yeah, we're gonna pass within days and Philosopher Lab. And then Genius.
That's the thing. Now on turn 2, okay, no, he's passing. No, on turn 2 you can daze without having the problem that you don't have the second mana for your ninja.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's really good for Matthias now.
Yeah, that's true. The problem is here that he has the how's it called in English? The Wirsturm in German. The Flusterstorm. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that card you will see more often, I think.
And I think this is a pretty juicy Flusterstorm target. Because it gets 2 copies.
You need to protect your enabler from this fatal push.
Yeah. And does Jonas have another land here?
Yeah, he put Bladed Daze on 1 copy of Flusterstorm.
Yeah, but...
And pay the other one?
No, it were 3 copies in total.
Why?
Because he played the Changeling Outcast.
Yeah, but this
then
was
the fatal push.
The main phase for Jonas. So this was
Okay.
the turn of Jonas.
He passed to his turn. Okay. Okay, I missed it. Yeah, this is a card that isn't that great in this matchup.
Is this a Croxer?
It's a Croxer, yeah. You just have
okay.
enough a card draw on side of Matthias here. So normally it shouldn't really matter. So he has to discard a thing. He discards a Forceful. It's a card that doesn't matter in this matchup. I mean, in this matchup, maybe a little bit more. Because Jonas does have the Stiflenought.
Mm-hmm. So he could Forceful the Stifle or the Grass down, the Stiflenought would die.
Yeah, exactly. So there's just a brainstorm here. And there is another Force of Will in the hand of Matthias. So, yeah. He isn't really snoozing around. He's just playing game.
He's snoozing.
And he's snoozing too, yeah. I really hard forced the pun into it.
He couldn't resist.
I couldn't. But sometimes you just literally do and just literally don't. Jokes have to happen. And no, I didn't make the pun because I saw literally do on the desk.
I mean, Matthias playing a Minotaur, apparently.
It's definitely Minotaur. Your good old friend.
You can literally do a Changeling Outcast.
Yeah, your good old friend, the Minotaur Elf Ninja Insect. Changeling Outcast.
There's a Merc-tiled Regent.
Which will get Force of Will.
Card, I've heard.
Oh no, it's a brainstorm. And I see here a juicy days over there.
I would like to know how many days Matthias playing. If he's playing 2 or 3. Most commonly, I think 3 nowadays with the hacker.
Yeah, I think maybe you can up it nowadays with the Moon Circuit hacker. Yeah, so it's like 3 cards drawn nowadays. Yeah.
Nowadays, yeah.
Nowadays, you just draw 3.
If you have 2 ninjas, and the one ninja triggers twice, and the other one triggers once, then that's 3 cards. If every ninja draws you a card.
I kind of dislike the Underground Sea here. I think I mean, it really depends on the hand of Matthias here, but I don't think that you want to open yourself up for a potential wasteland.
Yeah, but I don't think Jonas
Has the time to do it.
if he's going to waste, then he's apparently just wasting time that he doesn't have.
I see what you did there. Yeah. Yeah, definitely true. I mean, if he's gonna play here an expressive iteration, it should be close to sealing the deal. I mean, here we have a Pyroblast, but yeah, they are just quick catch from Matthias.
I think if I'm liking the Croxa with the Murktide, do you have so much cards in the graveyard that you can?
I mean, I haven't
both?
on. If you played Dragon's Rage Channel, I think it's okay. But I haven't seen any, so I think it's just. I mean, it depends on the numbers. If you play,
Croxa needs 5 cards too, like Guru.
Yeah. It's 5 card to escape. But if you're playing like 2 Murktide regions and 3 Croxa, it's kind of okayish.
I see 2 Infiltrator in the hand of Matthias. There's a dress down.
And I see a juicy dress down here. Yeah. I mean, it's still 5 damage into the face. And here we have
or more.
it's also a Wandelwicht or a changeling.
It's how's it called?
I'm not sure. It's a moon.
It's Inkmoth or something. Inkmoth with moth, I think. Yeah, it's a 1/1 and he's flying if you tap a creature, I think.
Is it? No, this one is another. I'm just looking up the changelings.
Yeah, I think it's a 1/1 and he's getting flying if you tap another creature. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, we want this one from. Apparently the German name is Moth Das Changeling. Yeah, you can tap an untapped creature you control and it gains flying until end of turn for 1.
Yeah, so it was right.
Yeah.
It's a Wretched Bomb, I think.
It's a Wretched Bomb. The problem with a Wretched Bomb is it needs 1 turn.
Yeah, I don't think he has the turn. So I mean, now Matthias is getting a 4/4.
Which you can destroy with Wretched Bomb.
Yeah.
I really like. I mean, the problem against this deck is, what does Wretched Bomb do? You have CMC 4, CMC 3, CMC 2, and CMC 1 creatures, and CMC 0. If we count the tokens too. So it's.
So Jonas is blasting up the 4/4, but Matthias has 2 Infiltrator in hand, I think.
Yeah.
But he can injure.
And
that's game.
That's game. Now for sure.
Now for sure.
So it's a 2/1 for Matthias here. Which means he is gonna play in the winners bracket. Maybe I have some updates for the event. But it seems like this is basically the first match that finished. Do we have some other big matchups here that we may gonna talk about? On table 7 we have Mono Red versus Def in Texas. Seems like a difficult matchup to play for either side mostly.
Yeah, it's not the best matchup for Mono Red. Yeah. Because if your Blood Moon doesn't do that much against Def in Texas, and if you rely on your Soul Lands and Def in Texas player just play a Richard Import or Wastelands, I mean with Blood Moon, okay, but if you don't have the Blood Moon and the Def in Texas player has the Richard Imports, then you rely on Trinisphere, and you pretty much shut the game for yourself, and you can't play anything.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
Except you have a Khan, the Great Creator, and plus your own Trinisphere to attack with it, but you can play under your Trinisphere.
Which
can
happen. The play I made a few years ago was like icing, Fire and Ice, which is now in the modern stable.
Sure.
And I iced a Trinisphere to play my Stiflenought back, and it is on my turn.
Yeah, nice.
So
I mean, Mono Red has a potentially good sideboard card against FNTX, what's called Third Elemental, which is a 3 mana. I don't know how much power. I think 3/2. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But it has flash split second, and every white creature gets +1/-1, so that it kills the fires, the mothers, the flicker wisps, and you can't cast your Thalia back to hand because of the split second. And most of the time, that's pretty much game.
That's definitely true. So,
but you have to draw it. Moed needs the cards. need to draw the cards. You don't have Brainstones or Ponder or something. You just draw 7 and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's something I really liked about starting with non-blue decks, was that you have to get better at your keeper mal decisions. Something that I really struggled for a long time, and I think I'm still struggling with it. So
that's why the London Mulligan is so good for Stompy decks or non-blue decks, because you don't have to lose 1 or 2 cards every time you mulligan that you can look for. So if you every time you mulligan, you can draw fresh 7 and keep the best cards in your hand.
Yeah.
Rather than scry 1 card.
Yeah.
That's
I definitely think that with the long mulligan, the starting hands improved drastically. So, but I have to thank Taimo5. Thank you for following the channel, and I hope you enjoy the commentary. I don't know how much we will do in this channel in the near future, or what I do on my channel in the near future. But we will definitely keep the Austrian Legacy League Twitch channel running. We try to get somebody to commentate on there, but definitely more to come in the near future.
And we will try to get the games right.
but
we'll do our best for the few games.
And that's definitely true. But I think we have to kind of fill in the gap for like half an hour now. So that means we need something to talk about.
Maybe they wanna play a game 4 or something. No, I have to say I really like that Matthias playing ninjas. I think in the current meta, Delva is just Delva is better. It's just the difference is Delva can rely on 1 payoff. Dragon Switch Channel or Delva, and you can protect it with days or forces. And ninjas have the problem that you need that it's more or less a 2-card combo that you can come into game.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what ninjas makes a little bit weaker if you compare it to Delva.
Yeah.
But it's a nice tempo deck to play. It's really fun if your opponents don't have something like Pyroblasts or Fatal Pushes or Swords to Plowshares or Caracas for your Yuriko or Maze of If. You see there's so much cards in Legacy that can deal with your ninjas, and it's pretty hard for a blue-black deck to deal against that, because you don't have Wastelands for yourself to get rid of the Caracas or the Maze of If, and you don't have Swords of Plowshares if you're playing black for potential Magadaj. So there's many decks that you're playing from behind in most of the cases, and that's not what ninjas want to do in the first place. So it's a little bit hard right now, but I'm pretty how to say it. I feel happy for Matthias that he can win the first round with this deck.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the problem is just that it's a really cool and good card, or a good deck, but the problem is it's basically a tempo shell with an A+B combo, and always requiring that you have an A+B combo is like really hard. So
And I have to say, if Matthias would have played a Helm of Obedience in the second game, he would have won the game, I guess, because he had 2 ley lines. So why wasn't there a Helm of Obedience?
okay.
That's the next problem with ninjas. They don't play Helm of Obedience.
Yeah. And in game 2, we see the good thing about the configuration of Jonas' deck, because he can play with Stiflenought a good threat without using the graveyard. Because if you play the traditional blue-red Delver builds, you basically have you have no big beater that you can play without using the graveyard, because your big beater is like the Murtad Regent. So having a good beater without using the graveyard was a big plus, and was the reason why the Leyline of the Voids weren't that big of a deal in this case. So yeah, the thing is that I think we will.
I was surprised that Matthias played ley lines in the first place, because most of the time ninjas will just play surgical extraction.
Yeah.
I think. But the card Leyline of the Void is in the current meta really strong. If you look at the metagame, it's really good against Delver, it's really good against Reanimator or something, or against Urupiles, and I think Urupiles and Delver decks are the big ones at the current time. So Leyline is really strong, and I like it that he's playing it in the sideboard. You have to say it takes you 4 sideboard slots, and that's pretty hard sometimes. But if you have the Leyline and the opponent can't get rid of it, it can carry the game for you.
Yeah, definitely. And
You can do it like me and play it in the main board because of Helm of Obedience, and just draw it every time as the first card of your game, because that's so much better than have it in your opening hand, I guess. I don't know how I do that, but it happens a lot, I have to say.
Yeah, but I think we will.
That doesn't feel that good, I have to say.
But yeah, I think we will just let the stream running up until the next round starts, and yeah, should be around 20 minutes. And yeah, if we talk much, we can record a podcast or something like that. By the way, you can look at the In Response Legacy
podcast. Why not?
Yeah, we have to discuss the topics as first. We are serious here. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the topic is Helm of Obedience.
I
think I can talk. 20 minutes? You said. I think I got it.
Should I let you give the 20 minutes of lonely time in stream, talking about the good old Helm of Obedience? No, I think we will just be back when the next round starts. Talk a little bit about the magic in there. We will be like 5 minutes earlier, and just introduce you to the stream again. So yeah, see you in a bit.
Sure thing.
And yeah, next round starts in 20 minutes. And hello, we are back here. Our players have already been seated and will start the matches. Florian, do you know our 2 players so that I can?
I think on the left side it's Tobias Jagersberger, and I think on the right side it's Moritz. I don't know the last name.
It's Moritz Eichmeier.
Eichmeier, okay.
And
so yeah, I think Toby will play Foodchain, I guess. That's the deck he
usually
plays the most.
That's
Moritz maybe Pox. I think he played Pox the last 2 or 3 times.
That's true.
But no, it looks like there was a lightning bolt, so Pox is off table, I think.
It could be burn.
Yeah, it could be burn. It could be Pox with one of Lightning Bolt and one of Mountain, but I guess not. No.
Seems like far-fetched. Like the
Yeah,
Pokemon,
but
if
the,
you know it.
but the bolt would come out of nowhere. You have to say.
That's true. That's true. Oh, I usually also play my my Merfolk deck with an Mean Deck Mountain and the Pyroblast and the Bolt. Because
Nice.
expect the
Yeah, but
unexpected.
back to the game. I think if Moritz is playing Burn, it's a tough matchup because just Uro.
Yeah.
It's just because of Uro.
And I think we have life totals this time. So I have to move the timer here and I have to adjust the timer. We're starting with 55 minutes. And time over.
And if
stop.
the player would stop to roll sixes,
It's an 8.
nah. Okay. So I guess Moritz is going first.
Seems like it. And I just thought that they have switched the decks around, which would have been hilarious. I always
Moritz is playing in red sleeves, so
it's definitely Burn.
yeah, that's if your opponent plays in red sleeves and flashes lightning bolt, then you know what's up. So the lightning bolt is the indicator for no Stompy, and so it can only be Burn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I think we have to discuss the basic land choice of Moritz in depth in this matchup.
I didn't see him.
I think he is playing revised ones, which is
so white border. That's your stuff.
Yeah, I mean we can talk about which lands you have to play in Burn and something like that, because I think I might get into the area to be expert in there.
Yeah. So, but you have to say, I think Toby is playing the revised lands too, so no black border on the other side as well.
Yeah.
And there's a Goblin Guide connecting.
And it's the promo Goblin Guide. I really have to think about how to get rid of the, how do you say it?
Oil.
Of the falling of this card, because it would be gorgeous in my deck.
Yeah, free island for Toby. Definitely happy about that.
And is there really no second land in that? Okay, yeah. So, but I'm disappointed in the card choice for the Riftbolt. So
the second land.
So we have a Manipulate Fate, exiling 3
basically draw. Yeah, basically draw 4 in Foodchain.
It's a really, really good card.
So if you don't know how that works, you can cast the Griffins from exile. So you can exile 3 cards from deck with Manipulate Fate and then draw 1. So you basically draw 4 cards with this card.
Because the Griffins are castable, yeah.
Yeah, not that bad. That's pretty strong with Force of Will as well. So you can pitch Griffin for the Force of Will and Blade from the exile zone. So you can play the Force of Will for free basically, except that you have to pay 1 life. But yeah, okay.
That's true. And there is a Lightning Bolt and step.
Yeah, I guess there were 2 Griffins and a Squee, I think, that he exiled.
Okay. So let's see if we get the win here. I think I can only count to 8.
Yeah, 3 mana is when the party goes on the other side, because if he has Uro, that's basically a turn for Toby.
Yeah.
And that's the Hydra.
And here we have a Hydrate Crisis.
Okay.
And the problem here is that, it's just a win, most likely. Or is there a Force of Will in there? Because the 3 damage is...
He has a Force of Will, but I guess Toby is down to 2, and Fetchland and Force of Will would kill him.
No, he has...
He
has a Brazen Borer, so he can... But why does he have to fetch here? Or maybe an Ice Fang Quattle. Could be something too.
I haven't seen an Ice Fang in his hand, I think. But yeah, if you're under 4 life, so if
endurance.
you're at yeah, okay, that blocks the Goblin Guide. But if Moritz has one burn spell, then okay, that's a Fire Blast. That will get Force of Will, and he's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can be the one for the Force, but he only has the 1 life. So that's really an iron prize.
It's the legally allowed play to lose the game.
Yeah, Moritz just said, yeah, you can force it, but I win.
I'm fine with it.
Either way, I win.
The question is now what to board in there, because I think it's just a board nothing.
Yeah, you don't really want Force of Negations because a 2-for-1ing yourself against burn isn't really what you want to do.
Maybe I don't think that you want the 4 Roiling Vortexes, because I think this is the thing that got sported in.
Yep. So maybe you brought out Force of Will for the Force of Negations.
Okay, sporting in Pyroblasts. So I don't think that you want to be control deck here.
Yeah, sure.
Because you lose the Uro.
If you're against a blue deck, you have to board in the Pyroblasts.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty interested what Toby will do against Burn. Don't think he played that much against the deck with Foodchain before.
Yeah, definitely true. We don't really have Burn players in our community. Now the players are getting to starting up to play. And it could be the case just to prepare to be in the Burn bus for our traveling to Bologna to 4 Seasons tournament. Because you can expect Burn in the side event. I haven't said anything. Forget it. And
yeah, make Burn great again.
Make Burn great again. Exactly. Yeah.
I think Burn comes around every time you don't expect it.
Yeah.
Every time you play a deck and you think, yeah, okay, I'm good against mid-range or against control, and the Burn comes and throws lightning bolts in your face, and you're thinking, okay, I just lost against a deck with, let's say, 20 mountains and some burn spells in Legacy.
Exactly.
That's where Burn really burns. so you spend, let's say, 3,000 or 4,000 euros for your deck, and Burn just says, price of progress.
Yeah, throwing the price tag onto them back. Yeah, I mean, it was the same thing when I played Manaless Dredge back in my days. Was also the thing like, yeah, it doesn't cost anything, or less, I would say. I mean, I played Force of Will in the side, but so yeah, it's gonna be €400 deck. But yeah.
Yeah, but if you compare it to lands or something.
Or you just compare it to a single Tundra. So yeah.
So Chino.
Do you see the starting hand here? It's I think a Goblin Guide, a Mountain.
Yeah, so he definitely needs to draw a second land, but if he finds a second land, he's really fine.
Yeah, the good thing with his deck is it operates really good on 1 mana. But it is slow on 1 mana.
Yeah, that's the thing. You won't throw 2 or 3 things in the face and not only just 1.
Yeah. Starting on turn 2, you want to do 6 damage a turn, which means you have lethal on most of the time. Turn 3 to turn 4. But yeah, we will see how this hand will shake up.
Moritz just left the table. I don't think it's because he's annoyed that Toby has to make it.
No.
He's just grabbing some beer. That's totally fine. Totally can understand it.
It's a burn beverage of choice in this case.
Yeah, just sip one time and then let's go throw it in your face.
Yeah. Florian, do you have the Austrian Legacy League chat in there? But I think there wasn't anything written in there.
Yeah, just Chino wrote "Moin, ihr geilen Leute," what basically means "Hello, you
gorgeous,
nice
beautiful people that will commentate."
Gorgeous, beautiful people. Yeah.
Wait.
And Andimonda wants to see blood. I don't know why,
Okay.
but he wants to see blood, and wishes a great evening.
And this one is huge on the side of Tobias, because the Goblin guy was really the thing that held this hand together. If there is no second land here, and
you can
and
say
there's the mountain.
that's where Foodchain really shines. You can ditch the Griffin and play it later from exile.
Yeah.
So you don't have the 2-for-1 yourself with Force of Will like any other deck.
Okay.
And there's the Eidolon, and that's in response, so Toby doesn't get damage.
Yeah, the problem with the Eidolon is you're just hurting yourself also a lot, but it doesn't really matter in this matchup, so it's kind of okay, but you're still trading 3 damage for 2. But the thing is,
The Ponder lose your life.
Yeah, Toby really needs to hit the second land. And I think if you don't really want to have multiples of Force of Will here, you want second land, the third land. But I don't think that you want to have the Brazen Boar or something like that on your next turn. And you need a fetch land to gain the Death Touch ability on Icefang Quattle. And another land, which is huge.
Moritz top taking pretty good.
Yeah, this land here was also good. I think now you can exile something like a Riftbolt here, which would be good. Okay, he's going for the end step bolt. And this matchup you maybe can board down on Price of Progresses because of the Icefang Quattle and the sheer number of
Foodchain
basics.
is playing some basics. Ian plays Prismatic Vista, so if you're playing against a deck with Prismatic Vista, you know what's up.
Yeah.
And then this card doesn't shine that well like it would against some other decks, like for Color Loam or something.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And he has to land here. So, was that a trigger miss? On... Okay, it wasn't.
Eidolon, yeah.
No action were taken in between.
But that is huge for Toby, because if he finds a recruiter or something, the next turn he can make infinite mana with the Griffin in exile.
Okay.
And Griffin is a 4 mana spell, so he doesn't lose any life.
And yeah, here we see that they are playing a little bit casually because the Rolling Vortex trigger was missed, but it got readjusted. So
that happens in paper magic, but yeah, if one of the players spots it, then he will say just, hey, we missed something.
Yeah.
Let's just call it and do it now. Next Goblin Guard.
Yeah, getting in for 4 and getting the Vista is huge. So Toby should be at 9. And it's a Chain Lightning up in the face.
Yes.
So he should be at 7.
So Toby is at 6.
7.
6,
No, 7.
7.
And now 6 with the Rolling
Yeah.
Vortex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trigger also missed. Yeah.
So now Toby can make infinite mana.
Yeah, but there is only Force of Will in hand.
Yeah.
And the
But he can
Mistrigger.
make infinite mana.
And the Mistrigger now can mean game. I mean, he has a bolt in hand, which means game. So yeah, he just has to point the bolt upstairs.
Where did he miss the trigger?
I know. Yeah, was there no Rolling Vortex trigger missed in upkeep of Toby? I think.
I see. Yeah, I thought you meant the Eidolon on Griffin, but Griffin is for mana-spil.
Yeah. No. The Griffin is fine, yeah.
Yeah, Griffin is blocking, and now Tobi is picking it up.
Yeah.
As you can see.
It's the 2-0, and I completely didn't increase the games here. At least it wasn't called wrong on the side of Florian, so kind of good on my side.
We miss triggers too, apparently. So Peter is missing the triggers. He calls it on players, but he does it the same.
Yeah, and here we see School of the Critics is definitely a card that I like. I don't know if I like Sign Blood, or not Sign Blood. How's it called in English?
No, I think it's Sign Blood. Or...
Searing Blood is the name.
Okay.
Because Sign in Blood is a sorcery for 2 black, where target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. Yeah. It's Searing Blood. Yeah.
Because I guess you get rid of the Cordals.
Yeah,
and...
that's true. Yeah. I mean,
it's not the baddest card.
Yeah. I mean, Burn is a really, really hard deck, I think, to play correctly. Because it's just like so many things that do nearly the same but are not the same. So you have to like, edge things out where they are better and stuff like that. So it's like really, really interesting how to play.
So very, very hard. I don't think so that Burn is very hard to play. I guess you just need to know, am I going to throw the spell in your face, or do I need to handle the creature first?
To say correct, that it's not hard to play, it's hard to master. And I think it's really, really hard to master. Because it's like so many edge cases. And I don't mean like playing the game when game is ahead, but I mean like configuring your deck list. Because it's like, do I need like the 5th graveyard spell, or do I need for graveyard removal? Do I play only Linen of the Void, or do I play Fairy Macabre? Which is the correct burn spell for this meta game? Because maybe you don't need the how's it called? The uncounterable for damage spell and stuff like that. Maybe you don't need those. You need more Skew of the Critics.
Yeah, but I guess you have to with every deck. So you need to adapt to the. You need to adapt to the meta.
But But I think it's like a little bit hard on Burn side, because like so small differences. I mean, if we think about like, let's say Blue Red Delver, you are up against a lot of like tap stacks, so that means you're playing 1 or 2 submerges more. Or, it's a more control heavy meta, so you slam a second asset into the cycle and stuff like that. And that's like, do we need these, and these? But the cards that I need for those matchups, I think it's in Burn a little bit harder because you don't have the top deck manipulation of like the cantrip cartel and stuff like that.
If you talk about Blue Red Delver, I think deck is the good because it handles most things in the main deck so good. So you're a tempo deck, but you smooth out to a more or less controlled deck that tempos the opponent to death. So you need to get rid of the threats, but Delver just says no. Then you play land, Delver just says no. Delver just says no the most of the time, and then when you got the thing you need, you're already dead the most time. Most times.
Yeah, it's like really, really hard.
Oh, Philip Klein is playing too, I see.
Yeah, apparently he can't go to master school today. Philip is like is one of the hosts of the In Response to Legacy podcast, together with me and Daniel Pernosch, which is on the bottom end of the results list for today. You have the pleasure to hear from Florian and myself, because we got the sweet thing that is called COVID quarantine, so no magic fuss, only watching.
But I guess with the stream now I guess I can feel what it is to have home office, I guess.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
don't have that normally.
Yeah, we're
It feels like it.
that's definitely true. So yeah, working from home, getting our daily dose of legacy, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we need that too.
definitely true. It seems like that we won't get for now a player here. So yeah, Florian and I will lay ourselves back, give ourselves a quick chitter chatter, and start off with the second round. Because yeah, or is there someone coming?
Yeah,
It could be. It could be. So maybe we will.
but that's the wrong chair.
Yeah, it's they will definitely have to move bottom to or to the right, if we say for our left player. I mean, yeah, would be nice to get in half an hour of Magic, I would say.
Yeah, that's not the best of luck that we we got to watch two very quick matches. So we had a tempo deck and the burn deck, and we all know the games ain't lasted that long normally if everything goes right.
But we can say that we were pretty lucky to have a matchup in first match where the life total was not that important. Because with burn or something like that, you have to count really, really good.
That's true, yeah.
So from that perspective, everything's all right.
Yeah, we have to say, Toby unfortunately didn't find the Uro, and that would have been huge. I mean, the thing with Uro is, if the Eidolon sticks, you you get 2 damage if you play him, and then get 3 back, so you basically got 1 life instead of 3.
Yeah, the huge thing, but there was the rolling vortex then, because rolling vortex you can pay 1 mana to negate all life gain for a turn.
Yep. Your opponent can't gain life, and that shuts down the Uro. That's the one big card against Uro.
But you need to invest mana into it, and Uro just buys you a lot of time. And I think the game plan from Morts here was just to Pyroblast Uro, which is also a good thing. The problem is do you know how many Uros Toby plays in Foodchain? Because
I think it's 3.
Okay.
I can look it up real quick if you want to.
Do you have a deck list of him? Yeah, I mean,
no, but I can look at the deck list he played the last time, and I don't think he changed it.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, did he won the last thing?
No, I'm seeing. No, he didn't win because last time I guess who won it? Philip Hinterleitner with Elves.
Ah, yeah, that's true. But there I have it. He's playing
But he
2 Uros.
He only plays 2, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you still have to, kind of win. And I don't think that I really, really like the squee here.
Yeah, I guess you can play Squee from your graveyard as well. So don't know if that matters a lot.
Yeah.
But maybe,
okay.
but maybe if normally you play the 3 mana, I guess Eldrazi it is.
Yeah, it's
instead of the 3.
Yeah.
But I guess it's also to play against Surgical Extraction.
I mean, Surgical does nothing.
Yeah, but if you get the Griffin into the graveyard and you only play the Griffins for your combo, then yeah, sure. I'm dumb. That doesn't do thing, yeah.
I was just waiting to catch up. It's
sure.
like, he has a Griffin in graveyard. I can give him draw free.
Yeah, maybe it's not the best thing you can do, yeah.
I think it comes up that you want to surgical your own Griffin for and draw. I mean, he only plays 3 Mist Griffins.
Yeah, but that is pretty normal, I guess. Other lists just play 2, I think.
But then you can't play Manipulate Fate.
Yeah, but they have the Eldrazi instead of the Squee.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know the name of the Eldrazi.
I really like the play of, if you don't have an win condition, just play your 3 Misthollow Griffins and pass the turn, which is often
that's
a really good board.
I mean, that's free freeze that will go into your face.
Yeah.
So you have to handle them as well.
So yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Squee plays around Pyroblast or something.
I mean, if you get into Pyroblast, Hydroblast territory, the Eldrazi does more. But I think that you can play for the graveyard comes up like every 20th match or something like that, where it is an upside.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he's only playing 2 Uros, because you can exile your Griffin or your Squeeze with the Uro and then play it from the exile. That's really huge too.
That's definitely a good one, yeah.
Who am I to judge?
Yeah, true. So yeah. And yeah, I think we will just pass the turn and
Pass the turn, okay.
And yeah, wait for the next match to start, and we will catch you there. So enjoy your pause, and we will be back. And we are back with our next round. On the left side, we have Jan Höllriegel, most likely on Manaless Dredge. On the right side, we have Philip Klein, most likely on a Mardo midrange deck.
A little bit late to the party, players shuffling up. Just right now. Yeah, pretty interesting matchup, I think, if Philip is on Madu. What do you think? Who is ahead?
I think this should be clear cut ahead for Jan, at least in game 1. He's just, that more consistent, has the combo kill. But it depends how many disruption spells, I would say, that Philip has, and how good that the first few rolls are on the side of Ulrich Jan. I think, there are just a few things that can go wrong here, but normally it should be ahead on the side of Jan.
Maybe Philip is just playing Black White Helm and puts down the ley line right now.
Yeah, could be. And something that I have to say here that I'm very disappointed in Phil is, he could have just, sit down on the left side for our podcast, the In Response a Legacy podcast, to rock our own thing. And
yeah, true. That's a missed opportunity right there.
Is this Doomsday?
It could be Tempo Doomsday, maybe.
I mean, I don't know if he has Murktides, because I don't think he owns them. But I definitely saw a Dark Ritual in there.
Yeah, it looks like Doomsday. Yeah, he could have just borrowed some Murktides.
Yeah, just discard the Stinkweed. And let's see if we get a kill here. He's Grixis Phoenix.
Okay. Buried Phoenix.
Yeah. And shout out to German Legacy Hype in the chat.
Yes, we have to track Storm Count for Empty the Warrants, I guess.
Yeah, so we are at 2 currently. But I think this will be just a Dark Ritual into Burning, Buried Alive or something like that. And
I guess 3 Phoenixes turn 2 would hurt a little bit.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Some mana. Break the petal. Dark Ritual.
So we have 5 mana floating.
I think Jan is keeping track of the storm count.
Yeah, we have 2 red and 3 black. And the Lotus Petal should be in the graveyard here.
Bit interested what he's gonna name on cover therapy.
Yeah, there are not any real cards. The problem is that, yeah, there is already the Dredge in the graveyard. So before the Dredger comes into the graveyard, every card is a good hit. So yeah.
Okay, therapy again.
The second Dredger would be a mistake now. Okay. Now we have to Bird Alive. And here is now a crucial Dredge here. Because if the Dredge 5 misses out on another Dredger, we have like, yeah, the win basically here for Philip. Because he gets in here now for 9. And the Lotus Petal should definitely be in the graveyard by now.
Yeah, I guess he will dig right up. So. But yeah, 3 Phoenixes. Phoenix just comes with his friends. In the beginning of combat step. Jan reads card for
okay now.
So yeah, Lotus Petal hits the bin.
What's a really good box. yeah,
Smog Opal for
the good old
no
rainbow mox.
Yeah, if you have 3 Phoenixes, can make any color.
And what are the Dredgers? Okay, he hits another Dredger, but yeah, it's just too slow. Yeah, it does nothing. The playset of Dredge return in the graveyard. Just hitting for a bunch here and passing the turn.
Yeah, don't even look at the card, just get in there.
I mean,
it was some black card.
This is something that is quite too slow.
There's the Narco Weaver.
Yeah, you don't have anything, you have no bridges, so you can't generate more creatures here, so you can't reanimate a bigger thing, so it's just like scoop it up. And yeah, getting hit the first thing is
yeah,
really,
I guess
really good.
Jan's problem is he doesn't have any flyers there, except the Narco Weaver.
Yeah, you should always go under it, so here you have the Fairy Macabre, which is a good card.
Nice fast game on again.
Yeah. Could be that we are in again for another like 15-minute game. At least as we talked about, we can play a round of PUBG in between or something like that. As we also have something,
I'm interested what Philip is putting out. I think he bought 2 Phoenixes and Buried Alive out of stack.
How many Phoenixes?
Again?
1 Phoenix, yeah. Because
one Phoenix, land, and the Buried Alive.
He isn't going on all in because he respects the graveyard hate and he's boarding in like empty the ones, as you saw maybe.
Yep. So he plays around the graveyard and goes for some combos there.
Yeah, and I think the problem here is that it's just I would say complicated.
Yeah, just like my relationship that I don't have.
So it is complicated.
Yeah, perfect. Everything just fine. Yeah, and we see again, if you just play Helm, it wouldn't have happened, because you would have a leyline in play. So just play Helm, apparently.
Just play Manaless Helm, you idiots.
Yeah, it's good matchup against Phoenix and against Manaless Dredge. So,
Yeah. Yeah. True.
yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to play Helm to play 4 Leyland's main. That's true, Gino. That's true. But
Yeah, but
it makes it
why,
easier.
but why wouldn't you? That's the question.
I mean, I see reasons to play for Rest in Peace in main deck, because you can play just Energy Field.
Yeah, but Rest in Peace and they with prismatic ending, Rest in Peace is so easy to remove. And Leyline with mana value 4, not too easy for the most decks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Gino, did you play the Leyland Animate Leyland deck? I think it was like it's like a 4 or 5 mana enchantment that gives every creature or every enchantment is now a creature, and you play like 5 Leylands. Your dream starting hand is 5 Leylands. The Serra Sanctum and the land. Oh, and Opalescence. And then you go for the turn 1 win, I think, with 20 power. Can you win on turn 1 on the first turn in the game? If it's your turn that's starting with the Leylands? Because I don't know in which phase they lose. Because it's the untap phase, so it's a pre-game action. So in the untap phase, the how's it called? The thing that the counter tag is removed or something like that. Yeah, but yeah, let's focus on this crucial matchup. We have a dream starting hand on the side of Jan.
Do you think he will go first?
He won't go first. I mean, Jan won't go first, yeah. But the starting hand is really, really good. You have a Dredger, you have the creature that can discard cards from hand. You have a Fairy Macabre.
Okay. Oh, and there's the Unmask.
Yeah.
So let's see what you got there. And that basically time walks Jan.
That gets rid of the Fairy Macabre and time walks him. And it could also be that this card is a Street Rave, because the Street Rave also slows him down a lot.
Fairy Macabre hits the bin. And yeah, basically Jan needs another turn to get rid of the 8 card.
Yeah, definitely true. Another discard spell on the Street Rave would be really, really good here. But apparently it's not.
Guess it was a fatal push, I think. So ends the Brainstorm.
Yeah.
From Phil.
Most likely laying back 2. I mean, 1 card that he doesn't want, and another card that he will most likely draw again.
Yeah, happy fetch. So it does like this 2 cards.
Okay.
Yeah, we've seen this a lot in Legacy. Brainstorm, draw 3, lay 2 back, drag your fetch, shuffle them away.
It's the best mode.
Yeah, that's what makes Brainstorm so powerful in Legacy.
Yeah.
Fetchlands, shuffle effects.
Shuffle effects in general, yeah.
Yeah, but fetchlands are the most easy ones. Don't need mana, you don't need any mana to spend for your shuffle effect in case you get a land.
Yeah. So another land on the side of Philip here. Another
he
ponder.
decides to just pondering.
Which is just really, really slow. And I kind of dislike the discard of
Think Vamp?
of Stink with him, yeah. I really, really would have liked the Phantasmagorian in there.
So if you need some time
Yeah.
to decide if this spawner is good or not. Look at the sideboard again.
Yeah, because his version is a Burning Wish version, so you have to keep in mind that there is a Wish board out there, so you have to kind of think which card to get. And yeah.
I think he says, yeah, okay. Keep the 3 on top. Draw my Dark Ritual, I guess.
And it's an LED, so second spell.
Home count is 2, Jan. Don't you trick it? Okay, thank you.
Dark Ritual,
There you
some
go.
count 3 black mana, fetching. Let's see what Phil will get here. Yeah, you can search yourself and shuffle. Okay.
Yeah, that's true. But you can't take any basic land. I don't know why most of the people don't know that. Now empty the walls.
And I really, really don't think that 10 goblins will get it. You have the Burning Wish.
The thing is, did Philip
LED?
do Philip have enough goblin tokens?
No, it's the
decided-
team 10. But yeah. But this game but this game is basically over. Because this is end of main phase 2. So there are already 2 blockers on the field. And yeah. Upkeep. Exile 1 creature for the Icarid. You have the Balustrade Spy here. You dredge 6 here. And it could very well be the win here.
Yeah, doesn't look so great for Phil.
No, this hand was just way too slow. I don't think he is allowed to keep here. It's a Phantasmagorian. No reanimation spell, but yeah. And that's the thing I disliked about discarding the Fairy Macabre. If you don't have if you have a hand that doesn't rely on the graveyard, don't make it reliant on the graveyard. Or don't remove the piece that hates on your graveyard. Just remove the Street Drave.
Sure.
Street Drave is basically a time block because it allows for an additional draw. So yeah, discarding the Street Drave would have been the call in my opinion. But yeah, maybe it's because I'm a Manaless Dredge expert. No, I think.
I guess that's the case.
I think it's just yeah, and he didn't detect, or did he? I mean, we don't have life totals again, so
Yeah, a little bit. You can see just the edge of it.
so yeah. I mean, Jan should be at 18, which means he will go down to 10, and then Philip has only 8 tokens remaining, so it's another turn, and he has to shuffle on his ponder too, which means he doesn't. Okay, he did attack with the Icarid. I was just rambling about choices of the of the unmask. Yeah. I think Philip can mulligan down to a turn 1 or something like that for some amount of fixes. It's just, yeah, by far his best hand that he can have. I mean, 40% chance that Jan has the...
Yeah, but I mean, he decided to one Phoenix out and Bury Lives.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, going down to 9 doesn't seem like the thing I would have done. But yeah, I mean, here it's now game over, or it should be game over, because you can now reanimate a Balustrades by your whole deck, gain the Narcomoeb triggers, you gain the Ichorid at the start of your turn, and the Nether Spirit, and the Nether Spirit was forgotten. Or are the Ichorid triggers?
But we have to say, I don't think we will anytime have the problem with Jan to tell him don't put lands in front. Like many others. It won't be the case with him.
And here is something that was really, really hard for me to do, was I mean, currently it's just a little bit sad. Going into his turn, or going to draw step, drawing 6. Yeah, here you have the bridges. And now I would just
that sounds so bad, going into his turn, drawing 6, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a draw 6. So here you just reanimate, you sacrifice 3 creatures, reanimate the Balustrades by mill your whole deck, reanimate the Thassa's Oracle. And now you can.
And Phil sees that and says, okay, I've seen enough. Let's go to game 3.
Yeah, Manaless Dredge is something. If you play Manaless Dredge for like 8 hours or something like that, it's gonna get into your head, because you have to just, if you play it on a bigger than FNM level, you have to announce every single trigger, because it works in the upkeep. You have the trigger from the Nether Spirits. These are the ones that only get reanimated if there are 3 creatures above in the graveyard. You have the Ichorid, so you have to announce the Ichorid trigger, the next Ichorid trigger, the Nether Spirit trigger. So it means that the Nether Spirit trigger resolves first. So it is more than 3 creatures above, because if the Ichorids and the black creatures are above, it can be that if the Ichorids are resolved, there aren't 3 creatures above. So you have to think about this one. So it's
so you can set your triggers wrong, you think.
Yeah, and if you are doing it on FNM level like here it was, I don't see the communication of Jan, but it can be that you say, yeah, my Ichorid triggers and this Ichorid triggers and then this one triggers. So it's a little bit like, and he resolved the triggers one at a time and then saw the Nether Spirit, which is something that's really, really, hard to call out
your head as a player.
For a few. It's a lot easier online to play, but it's just a bad deck currently. And Hangry Forever, thank you for your following. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
So let's see if Phil decides to let Jan go first. Do you think?
I don't think so. Phil should be an experienced enough player to not give Jan or give him -1 card, I would say.
But he will give himself -1 card by mulligan.
Yeah, but he can give him, but at +6 valuable cards and -7 bad cards.
Yeah, I guess that's a good trade to take.
That's true. Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, Jan just says, got no legs again. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the last FNM I attended, I did the mistake of saying, yeah, I want to start versus Manaless Dredge just because I was playing like 4 hours of Lotus Breach in Modern, really, really complicated. Like my brain was like, destroyed. Then I played Legacy, and in the second round against Manaless Dredge, Legacy play a really, really big mid-range deck, and I play red-white painter, which is also really, really grindy, and yeah, my brain
Did you
was
see
melted.
Phil let Jan begin?
Okay,
So he was on the draw.
so that's good. And here we have a Golgari Griff Troll. And a placed surgical here would be really, really good. And thanks for the nice words, Hangry Forever. I hope you enjoyed or enjoy your hangout with us. If you
There you
wanna
go, the
white watered,
Sorry.
yeah, the white watered John Avon lands. And the fun fact about this, they were white bordered when they were signed. So Phil gave it to Felix, a fellow player in our community, which is currently playing in Salzburg. And he gave it to John Avon himself for signing, and he just looked at Felix with a disgusting, face. His eyes were disgusted.
There are the moments. I would have liked to see that. Still a Praetum here for Fröhl.
Manaless Dredge does play for Swig in the side nowadays. And I really, really dislike. I think you should just concede to the leyline of the void. You're way far behind if they have a leyline of the void.
Basically, you lose 2 cards, and you can't go to discard for another 3 turns.
Yeah, I really, really like playing. I really, really like playing the Force of Will versions and stuff like that, because it's like way, way better, because you can discard 1 card and then go to Force of Will part of the game most of the time. And if you have to Force of Vigor, you have to think. You have 7 cards in hand. They have the leyline. You have to discard like 2 cards because of the Force of Vigor. You cast the Force of Vigor, exile another card. So you have 5 cards in hand. That means you have to draw 3 cards before discarding. That means your opponent has 3 turns to do something.
We see there are another gobos for Phil.
So it's 10 gobos this time.
Yeah, they always bring the brass. They're never alone.
Yeah. Yeah. It's 10. And this mill is okay-ish, I would say. And with okay-ish, I mean it's...
There's another spirit, there's a Dredge return, I see. Is a Hogak, I guess, is the second card?
No, it's a Golgari Grave Troll.
Golgari Grave Troll. So.
If it does,
Sure.
I think the best card to discard here is an Icarid. Because Icarid means 3rd creature above. You have 2 creatures out. Yeah. That means you need 1 card to trigger off, and you have 6 cards draw, so you have basically like a 40 to 45, 50% chance to hit one of your cards that mill your whole deck. So yeah.
It says hit you for 10.
Is it the Goblin Strike? Yeah, it's the Goblin Strike. He's got a Goblin Strike him. Burning Mission to Goblin Strike. I'm loving it.
And Jan shakes the hand and says, "Okay, you got me."
It's the fucking Goblin Boar Strike.
Nicely done, Phil.
Nice, Phil. Nice. He always advocates for his card. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, hit you for 10, then I guess I have 10 goals. Hit you for 10 with strike. That's 20.
Can't Goblin Strike.
I learned it at school. 10 plus 10 is lethal.
Goblin was Strike, I think is the card. And
yeah, Goblin was Strike.
This is the card.
But I mean, if you're Jan, would you expect that move? Would you expect, okay, I'm at 20, he's attacking with 10 gobos, yeah, okay, I go to 10, let's see, and then, oh, yeah, I guess it was like a market match.
Yeah, and I think the thing here is that makes the play of they didn't even update the standings, so I can just put the 2 versus 1 here, and now no one even noticed.
I mean that is like you go to school, you have your school bully, and he says, "Okay, I come to your house twice or so."
Yeah, it's basically
Not
a
once per
double
day.
strike. Yeah.
So give me your money for lunch, and then give me your money for dinner, I guess.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's a card that Phil loves to play with, and yeah, he's a really big fan of the card. And the thing with the second game is, if Phil would have played with Goblin Warstrike in mind, and he has the line with the, I mean, this card was before he had the line with the goblins, I think. And so he would have needed a second Burning Wish into a Goblin Warstrike, which would have meant a lot more outs, I think, if he would have gone for the discard on the Street Wave.
You know what makes such moments so sweet? It's okay, your opponent has to read the card and you know it's over. But your opponent doesn't recognize the card or doesn't even know that card. And you're just laughing out loud because you know what is gonna happen.
Flo, you have to think about you're playing Legacy, you're playing Goblins, you are at 15 life, your opponent has an True Name Nemesis out. He attacks you, you say, yeah, okay, go to 12. Then your opponent plays a Phyrexian Dreadnought and plays a Flink into your face.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, maybe that hurts.
Maybe it hurts. Good old times. Yeah, it's really, really cool and sweet. So yeah.
Yeah, then back in those times, True Name Nemesis was a problem by itself. I guess it can be now too, but it's better to handle now.
Yeah. Yeah, nowadays you have something like an Uro, which just negates damage. Back in the days, you don't had the stable life gain. Life gain was something that not really many decks played, so you kinda have a lot to play with, and yeah. Hello,
And
Prophet M66, or should I say Andy in the chat, and thanks Highstar1337 for the follow. I think we have today 21 players. So yeah, I don't really have something to, but I will just push it over. So the layout is pretty something else, but it will work. This is the game for today. So we have currently Philip in the lead with with a 3-0, 21 players, and yeah, this is how it stands. This is our own gatherer, not our own, how's it called? The WER was it previously? WER, which is, yeah, we can't use it anymore because we have proxies in place. Our players are allowed to play with proxies, and for that we aren't allowed to play on the official tournament client of Wizards of the Coast, and therefore we made our own for our community to play on, where we can report it directly onto our website, which is Austrian-legacy.com. So if you want to know the stats of our players, and yeah, you can just look it up.
I think to add proxies to the league improved the player base very much. So so many players just want to start Legacy, but then you see prices for reserve discards and think, okay, maybe I'm just gonna buy a card then or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so much easier to test decks if you, like me, you I guess just wanna test out ninjas, then yeah, proxy 1 or 2 underground sea and just look if the deck suits you or not.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Or you wanna play mono red Stompy and yeah, okay, you proxy for City of Raiders and
You're good to go.
let's see. Yeah, let's see if you like this deck. And if you have to buy or borrow these cards every time, it's yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, and it's a lot of money to borrow from someone else that you may or may not know that well. And yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that we have today any Doomsday players. Previously, we had a few Doomsday players. Daniel was on Doomsday for a long for a long time, or not for a long time, for a few months. Then we had Phil on Tempo Doomsday for a few weeks, and Dushnek was also playing Doomsday. So we had a few, and Andy Prophet M66 himself was playing Doomsday for a few weeks. But yeah, we don't really have a Doomsday master here, so yeah, unfortunately not. I think for our guidelines,
I can tell you why there's not so much Doomsday anymore. It's because some people think it's funny to play opposition agent, and yeah, Doomsday is eventually not so good against an opposition agent that gets flashed in, and you have an answer for it.
That's true. So for the proxy question, we have the rule that you're allowed to play up to 12 proxies per player. We have our own proxies that we made that you can borrow from us, and we have the proxy list, which is basically every reserved list card that has a money value above €50. So these are the dual lands, City of Traitors, Gascrate, Zero Sectum, other lands, Tabernacle for sure, a few spells, a few artifacts like Null Rod, LED, Mox Diamond, Helm of Obedience, Candelabra, Gilded Drake, Dreadout, and stuff like that.
And you have to say the pictures of the card are not the real pictures. They are the MTG online pictures, I think. So you people always ask, okay, yeah, but aren't those counterfeits? And no, you can't sell them anywhere because everybody who knows dual lands will know these pictures do not exist in real paper.
And on the backside, we also have our logo from the Austrian Legacy League that says only for use in Austrian Legacy League tournaments. So it's very, very distinct. And it's a good middle ground to lure people into playing Legacy, and in the long term, they will buy the value cards.
Yeah, I can tell the story for myself. So I tested out Mono Red Stompy, and yeah, then I thought, okay, this deck is fun. I like to play it. I would like to play it at a tournament. At a tournament, I can't use proxies. So I have to buy some City of Traitors, and yeah, now I own 4.
Yeah.
But I do not regret it to buy 4 cards for, let's say, €900 and then don't play the deck anymore because it doesn't make any fun to play.
Yeah.
Because I didn't test it.
Yeah, that's definitely a thing. I mean, I'm one of the guys that buys like a few duels for a few hundreds and that doesn't play the deck anymore. I mean, I think I have played with my 2 Badlands like once. But yeah, if you have it, you have it. Nothing to shame about. And yeah, thank you forever. Thanks for checking us out. I don't know or have a 20k deck. Yeah, Andy, your deck is very, very special. Yeah. I don't know how much we can stream or commentate on, but I think we will get the regular stream now every Friday on our Austrian Legacy League channel. I don't know if there will be commentary on it. It could be that I will start again with doing a recast of these FNMs with a friend or another host of the In Response cast, or another one from the community, like today with Florian. So maybe this will happen. So it's most likely will happen like on a Monday or Tuesday evening. Tuesday is hard for me. A Monday or Saturday even or Sunday evening maybe. So this
Day
could
of
be
the
something.
week. So the week has only 7 days.
No,
there aren't any more to choose.
It will happen shortly after the Friday Night Magic. So it happens for me if I have to do something for university and stuff like that. Or maybe it will be only uploaded to YouTube. We have to see how we do, because currently it's a little bit undecided, because if I wouldn't have Corona, I would play in the FNM myself, and the same thing is true for Florian. So so there would be no commentary for you.
Happens.
So yeah, but yeah, we have to see.
I guess you see it for yourself. The Helm deck. Maybe 3-0 against what I have seen. Maybe not against Burn, but
yeah, it will be interesting. But I think, Florian, I will make a short break up to the next round. Or do you have anything to say for now?
no, we can take a break if you want to.
Take a break. We will be back when the next round starts. So see you in a bit. And hello, we're back again with round 4. We have Florian Koenig versus Philipp Klein. Philipp Klein, as we already saw on Grixis Phoenix. And on the left side, we should held Jeskai Breacher.
I guess it's Jeskai the Breacher.
Yes.
He played the deck the last time. I guess last week he played Advisors. Not humans or something. He played Advisors.
Yeah, true.
I don't think he got that much points with it.
I think he got a win, if I remember correctly.
Mulligan by Filder.
Or he got a bye. No, he got a win,
Yeah,
but I can't remember
okay.
against whom. Was it Gino? Could be. No, I think it was Jonas. He lost to Gino on some random pile and to Florian on some random pile. So yeah.
Okay.
But this is definitely a matchup where the goblins should shine. If you can make like 6 goblins on one, it's a really, really good thing against something like the Breacher. Just a simple right to flame. I want to do goblins. Should be enough.
Yeah, Philip just sculpting his hand with Wonders.
Yeah. It kind of indicates that he has no Buried Alive and no Dark Ritual in his hand. Because if otherwise he should have tapped the Underground Sea here.
Yeah, take your Ponders where you can, because against Narset or Hull Breacher, it's not that strong.
Or especially Brainstorms.
Yeah, especially Brainstorms against Hull Breacher. So okay, I guess I will put 2 cards back on top of my deck and you get 3 treasure tokens. That seems fair.
Yeah. I kinda think that we gonna see an asset here.
Yeah, that should be the play. He has the force backup for it, double force backup.
I mean an asset.
or does he have only force of negations? Indeed.
He has 1 force of negation, 1 force of will, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, he goes
He gets
for...
Volcanic Island and the plains, and that will be the Nasset, I guess.
Yeah, should be. It's just the best play here. You still have double force protection for any bad shenanigans that can happen. And yeah.
So, nothing response from Phil, no brainstorm.
It's just the brainstorm on this side, I think. Or it's the last card.
Okay, Supreme Verdict.
Okay. So the goblins
So
aren't
the
good enough.
Globos, yeah, they will have a hard time against the Verdict.
So you kinda need to have... I mean...
Yeah, second asset for Florian.
Seems like a really, really bad hand for Phil. Because the Days Undoing is just a really, really bad thing.
The fairy is a little bit bad news here.
Yeah, you just won't resolve anything useful, I think. So yeah. Gonna be... Yeah.
Okay, bounce nothing, draw a card.
Yeah.
And for good measure, look with a ponder.
I think
the next was.
I think you just want the Days Undoing and really, yeah. Triple force. I mean, it's only double force up, so.
Yeah, that's a little bit bad news. Oh, Flo has to go to this card. Too much of drawing there. Yeah, so looks like I don't need this prismatic ending if you don't play anything.
Yeah. It's really, really bad news.
So let's see. Let go.
I mean, isn't it just play chase, brainstorm, and give it a try?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess Phil won't come back from this. That's just the icing on the cake here.
Yeah, it's triple force up. You put back your 2 removes, but they don't do anything useful here. And maybe Phil will save us some time.
Yeah, I have to say he's brainstorm lock. But chase. And he has a pawn for a shuffle if he wants to.
Or you
Okay.
just replace the second Nasset. I mean, the Nasset won't give you...
Yeah, you basically can look at the top 4 cards now.
Yeah. Up the 3 fairy. Either Nasset or brainstorm.
Yeah, on what point do you think he's gonna fate seal Phil? Right now, I guess.
Not
don't
downing
want.
the Nasset seems odd to me.
Okay. Phil draws a Phoenix. Let's see if he goes for it. Yeah, hardcast Phoenix there.
Yeah, but either he force of wills it,
Yeah, but
or
says,
he
okay,
also blanches it. Yeah.
you get the sword. Yeah, it's the best thing you can do. Just sword it.
Yeah.
Okay, fatal again.
Yeah, this one is... Yeah, 3 planes we can play. Doing something else.
Yeah, I mean, he can't play in Ponder. Yeah, I mean, he can play Ponder, but he just rearrange the top of his deck there.
He's legally allowed to play it. Yeah.
He cannot win a force battle or something.
It's kind of shame that he doesn't find the Days Undoing.
Yeah, he will just finish it off with result on this point.
Yeah, true. But it will last that long. I just want to move on, though. I just want to move on.
So much cards. What am I gonna do with it? Yeah. We'll just say, okay, I'm gonna fetch now.
Yeah, it's just...
Did he even fate seal him?
I think so, yeah. He fated him.
But yeah, Chase is on 7. No, he didn't
Yeah.
fate seal him
No,
yet.
7 is double fate seal. Because
Yeah,
Chase
but
starts off with 3.
Didn't he fate seal him 2 times?
No, he played Chase last turn.
Okay. Because I think he misses land drops since then.
No, he's missing land drops for a few turns now.
Okay.
And the first turn of the chase was a brainstorm on a chase. Okay.
Because the fetch would be a little bit odd then. Okay, yeah, for negation this needs to push something because he don't have 2 islands up.
And now I would play land and the thing. So you would force out something, but yeah. Putting good cards on the bottom.
As a down take, yeah, okay, there's a dress down. You can take this.
Yeah, it's a cycle. It's nothing more.
Yeah, it's basically I will draw 1 card for 2 mana. And my old creatures will do nothing. Haha.
I mean, it can be huge because it denies the haste of the phoenixes, if I remember correctly. I mean, it should be.
Yeah, that's true. But he has the sword anyway.
Snap custom age for a brainstorm. Okay.
Phil is just thinking, yeah, I would like to have this card too and be able to cast it.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
So yeah, Flo, that's math. Yeah, that's buried alive. Put it on the bottom.
Yeah, I kinda would have liked that there would be more action on the table, but yeah, that's legacy. So we have to think of something off topic that we can talk about.
I guess the only thing is Florian doesn't find his 5th land to hardcast forceful.
Which is a huge deal, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't that
Okay,
huge
Lotus.
of a deal, but
There you go. Lotus Battle Storm is 1. And it's next cosmetic ending. Fatal you again. Yeah, but it's been some time that I've seen a player win with Chase ulti.
How much does Chase ulti cost? 12? 13 or
Minus
14?
12, yeah.
Minus 12.
Minus 12.
Okay, so you mean... And he even draws a card of it. Yeah. And discards now 2 remove spells. Okay, prismatic ending, yeah, sure. I'm interested if we see here an... Okay, it's just the Chase ulti. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. The tragedy ended. For God's sake. We
Yeah, no, not the best game for the Phoenix deck there.
Yeah, it was just
Didn't do that much.
It was just a hand that was too slow. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if the Day Breacher deck is on freelance, that's trouble then. If you need to have Hull Breach in mind for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think this is a matchup where you can boil out the Ponders or something like that, or even a Brainstorms, one of those, for some cards that mean action. But with a Wishboard, I don't think that Phil has that many cards that he can bring in. So it will be kind of interesting what he will do now. I mean, going for a good discard spell in the first 1 or 2 turns is something, and he is playing Unmask because of it, because he favors it more in the combo turn than the days.
I guess Phil just needs an early combo for the Felixes. Then he has good chances of winning. But if he's that low again, then doesn't look that good.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you go for something like a stable hand that wins on turn 3, or not wins, but does something good on turn 3 or turn 4. It's just way too slow. He sculpted his hand, he has 2 Force of Wills, and it doesn't even matter. You need to have the turn 2 action, I think, to have a chance in this game.
But really like the Jeskai Daybreach deck, really strong. You have sort of a combo in there with the Days Undoing.
Yeah.
Just saying to the opponent, okay, get rid of your whole hand and your graveyard and then draw 1 or nothing.
Yeah. No, I really, really think that the Daybreach deck is a really, really strong contender, and especially in the meta that we have in Linz. So
yeah, I mean, everybody loves to play Brainstorm.
And he's sporting in Containment Priest.
Okay, that's a nice angle. Yeah, 3 islands, why not?
Now 3 islands is the mulligan. Nothing good cast.
And yeah, if you don't have I mean, there was another. No, if you don't have a cantrip too, then that's just too bad.
Yeah, and as the good old song goes, if you have a force in your hand, clap your hands. And it happened not really, so it's just a mulligan. So kinda let's see what's going on there. The mana base is shaky but okay. You can keep the... Oh no,
that looks much better.
Was there a fossil? I don't...
Did he pitched?
No, there was fossil in there, yeah.
So Ponder for Philip to start it off, and again a little bit of a slow start there.
The hand Philip wants here is like a Dark Ritual, an Unmask, another black card, and Buried Alive. So
yeah,
these are the 4
that's
cards.
Not too much. That's not much to ask, I think.
I mean, it could have been the turn 1. So if you unmask him and go for the turn 1, it would have been insane on the side of Phil. But do you see this? It's Gobos. It's Gobos time. And now we see if he fires off of the Dark Ritual. Does he have a Dark Ritual here? Because if Phil doesn't do something on this turn, this should have been a mulligan. 100%.
He's thinking.
Okay, the rest.
Let's see what you got there. Okay, force.
Yeah, you don't really want to show your opponent that you don't have anything. Did he pass the turn?
Yeah, he
played the Flooded Strand, yeah.
Yeah, he played, yeah. No, flip again and go with 2 lands in play, so he didn't miss his land.
Hardcast
3 Underground Sea. Nice.
No, that's 2 use in the Badlands, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. It looks so similar. They do not. Yeah, Buried Alive says up to 3, I guess.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a 3rd copy left in deck. because he's boarding one out because of the graveyard hit, so that he can board into empty the warrants.
Yeah, Anna sitting there nearby saying, "Hey, I know this card."
Yeah, Anna, the girlfriend of Kini, which is playing mono red Arclight Phoenix. But yeah, again, a really, really slow start on the side of Phil. But I kind of like this play much, much more on the... Especially that it's on the play that you can't force with a discard spell a force and then play a Protected Buried Alive. Because if he draws a card here, you can now...
Did you see that? The Wandering Emperor in the hand of Florian.
Yeah, which is kind of okay-ish. Because it only destroys the creatures. So that means every 3 turns, Kini has to fear the Phoenixes.
Yeah, but I have to say, the concept of a Flash Planeswalker is pretty interesting. It's pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, it's really, really cool, but it's something that can get out of hand very, very quickly.
Oh, there's the third Phoenix.
Yep. And going casually for the 4-mana Delver. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Teferi got the card draw, so it's okay for Florian.
And we have the Hullbreacher in hand. And let's see if he plays an asset. Or the Emperor.
Okay. Is this still in the turn of Philip? No.
No,
that must be his main phase.
It's Kini's turn.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Is it exile?
I think the minus
it must
is
be
exile. Yeah. So there's the Brainstorm and apparently no Hull Breacher up for Flora.
The man is not up here.
That would have been nice for him. So shield down there. And Phil recognized that.
Exile target tapped creature you gain 2 life, yeah.
May I see that, Cesar? Haven't seen that before.
It will be really, really interesting if... Yeah.
Anything that gets rid of a Phoenix is interesting for now. Storm is 3, Storm is 4.
Yeah.
Did he brainstorm?
That means 10 tokens.
He brainstormed. So maybe we see the same play again like last round.
No, we see 2 Phoenixes and 10 goblins.
10 goblins. That's not bad either.
Yeah, and now the surgical off the top. Which means if he went for Narset for Narset uptick, he would have gotten the surgical.
Yeah, would have.
Which would prevent a lot of card draw. I mean, he can attack still with the one. Yeah, would have been interesting. But because the Narset can also find the the Swords to Plowshares to get rid of. Yeah, the Phoenixes.
I mean there are 10 goals.
Yeah.
Over there too. So.
But you can't.
He needs to find the Supreme Verdict, I guess.
Yeah, the Supreme Verdict is now the card that you have to worry about. So
swinging for 3?
No, 10 at him and 3 at the Narset.
Yeah, sure.
And
oh
no,
my God.
No, is it another Goblin Strike or Goblin Boss Strike?
He does it again.
He does it again.
He does it again.
He does
oh
it
my
again.
God. And does he need to read it? No, he knows what's coming up to him.
I'm loving it. Okay, now I will think about updating game counts.
Yeah, the facial expression on Florian's face. Okay.
Tja, ne, I lose. Really, really good. The
So
second
I
win with
guess
Goblin
that-
War Strike.
10 in your face, and let's say 10 in your face again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Phil has to smile about it too.
Rule number 1. Never underestimate Goblin War Strike again.
I think the card's MVP tonight.
Yeah. Definitely. Especially if it wins.
Oh, is up for game 3. Yeah, that was refreshing after game 1, where Phil couldn't do a thing. Now he's...
And now he has to mulligan a little bit differently than in this game. Something like a good turn 1 would be the play, I would say. I think that the hand, he wants to have the 5 specific cards. He wants to have a land,
Florian has
Amask.
the combo right up there.
Does he have the combo?
He has the combo.
He has 2
He has an
lands.
asset, stays undo it.
He has 2 lands. He has the Containment Priest. So Goblin's hand is Florian's hand is
Goblin's
completely
hand,
stacked.
yeah.
And yeah, Philip wants to have the hand with a black card, an Amask, a Dark Ritual, a Buried Alive, a land.
Yeah, I guess he's...
I mean, he has the Dark
pretty
Ritual,
close.
so maybe he can do it on turn 2.
Yeah, he's upon the Brainstorm 2, if I see correctly. So land go. And another Unmask.
Yeah, there's the Buried Alive, if I see correctly.
Is it a Cabal Therapy? We will see.
Yeah, therapy is nowadays a little bit worse because previously there was only Force of Will in there, and nowadays there's also Force of Negation.
Yeah, Phil says, okay, I'm gonna shuffle this.
Yeah, so no Buried Alive.
I guess it was a Cabal Therapy. Draw 1, and it's a land.
Okay.
Okay, Island from Florian, and now Containment Priest is up.
Yeah, which means the hand of Phil got a lot worse, especially with the
Flusterstorm now.
Flusterstorm now.
So let's see if Florian taps out of the Flusterstorm.
Yeah.
For an asset in his hand. Or if he waits a turn. But the fetch, it looks like he's bringing an asset.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, Force of Negation will be the take, I guess.
Yeah, and now it's not a done deal, but pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
And we have the judge call here.
Yeah, but why? He can't draw one card. He can draw 1 card, but not 3.
I didn't
Yeah,
do it in response.
That was not the best brainstorm.
No, there are better brainstorms out there. So on Tuesday, we are recording our next episode for In Response, and I will definitely discuss this topic with Phil there.
We have that on video, Phil. We have that on video.
You can watch it on DVD. And yeah,
Drop a turn.
I just read the chat. Goblin War Strike is a really, really sweet tech.
Okay, unmask you. Pitch unmask. Let's see. Force of Negation.
What
the
the
Flusterstorm again.
fuck?
Yeah, I guess maybe Florian thinks, okay, has it? Yeah, he don't want to pitch Days and the Wing out Force of Will.
And the stream just lagged a little bit.
Yeah, he's just making a bunch of goblins.
Yeah.
Again.
1, 2, 3.
It's Unmasked, Dark Ritual.
It's 10 goblins. It's always 10 goblins. Am I right?
I guess.
I think we never saw a different amount of goblins. And there is the down
So
tick.
the good thing is Phil doesn't have any cards in hand, so decent doing. Doesn't rid him off his hand. Only of the graveyard.
Yeah.
So down with the asset, flash in the Hull Breacher. Eat your goblin. Oh, and he attacked with only one the asset.
Yeah, only one at an asset and 10 at him. And 9 at him. One gets eaten by the Hull Breacher. So he should be at it's 10 exactly.
Now how does it rule? Does the Narset or the Hull Breacher?
The Narset will allow him 1 card, but the Hull Breacher won't allow him any cards, so the Hull Breacher triggers every time. No, the Hull Breacher super rolls here.
Yeah, the thing is, does he get 7 treasures or not? I guess
He gets 7 treasures.
There's a charge code right there,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, should Jonas do. It should be 7 treasures. Because the Narset replaces every second draw, but Hull Breacher replaces also the first draw. So because of Hull Breacher, Narset won't trigger a single time because every draw was replaced. So it's just 7 treasures, no cards for Phil. It wouldn't make any sense that Phil draws a card when the Hull Breacher is around. And yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And the turn got ended afterwards.
Yeah, that's because of the decent tool.
Wait, does he even get the... Yeah, it's a replacement. Does he get the treasures because of the days are doing? Or are those not triggers?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah.
No, sure. He does get it.
Okay.
Okay, Cabal Therapy right there.
Okay. Cabal Therapy? Cabal Therapy is insane.
Yeah, but it got forced.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's 1 draw. And he didn't draw it. It's the 4-0 for Phil. Because the board clear wasn't drawn.
Yeah, we... this dice there is a little bit loaded there.
Yeah, definitely true. I completely missed that one. But yeah. Phil should attack with everything.
Yeah, it's done. There's the hand, and Florian says, okay, I can't get rid of these goblins.
I mean, he could have played the Wanderer.
Yeah, that would get a blocker in or get rid of a Gobo. I don't know how much life did Florian has.
I think he was at like something.
I guess
like
he took
4
yeah
or
he
something
took
like
9.
that.
Yeah, he took 9 from the deck, fetches.
One of the fetch, none of the forces. Then he attacked with 8 goblins. He blocked 1, so he took another 7, so he's down at 3. So even if he flashed in the Wanderer, denies another one, he is at -1 afterwards.
Yeah, there were just too many. So that's a clean 4-0 for Phil.
Yeah.
With Bird Phoenix.
With
nice.
Burning Phoenix.
Well played,
Burning Phoenix. He can name
Burning
his
Phoenix.
deck, apparently.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So
I just said it because my deck names are always incorrect too. So just payback.
So yeah, Phil with the nice and sweet.
Anna just throws the keys. Okay, let's wrap. You lost. Let's get out of here.
How's Anna's stand? She and for you it's interesting. Marco Schmidhuber was after round 3, 1 and 2. So it's important for your running for first table.
Yeah, I guess that's all the table, I think. But yeah, okay, there's still time. There's still time.
We can do this. We can do this all night. So, but I don't think that we can do this all night. I think it was a very long stream for 3.5 hours. We had some nice magic in between our talking, and yeah, I would say, yeah, thanks everyone for watching, listening to Florian and my rambling. You can find Florian on at twitter.com/just_play_helm. I don't even get the word out anymore. And
it's more of a statement than a name.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I have to.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it very much. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, I guess we learned that apparently we are not so good at watching game stats and who's winning the game or who's not winning the game, but we got better.
Yeah.
I think.
I think it goes the same round for you too, Phil. Florian.
I think it's time to quit now.
Yeah, I'm just looking up if there is another legacy player that we can raid there, but apparently got locked off of Twitch somehow while watching, and yeah, I have to find now the Magic the Gathering section on Twitch. There I have to find if anyone is playing Legacy or is doing a Legacy FNM. If someone has one of those, it would be kind of cool to get to know. But unfortunately, I'm not really finding something.
Yeah, nobody plays Legacy anymore. It seems.
No, apparently it's done and dusted.
It will get better, I think.
Yeah, we will have to look out. Yeah, so thanks for watching the stream, and yeah, see you next time when we will commentate again. Bye.